When did a family tradition go dark? If you're the youngest in the family, every 4th of July we light Roman candles and you hold still while we shoot sparks at you, and everyone gets a good laugh when you run screaming. Our family BBQ had featured this tradition for 4 generations. My grandpa started it with his youngest brother, my dad continued it with his siblings, and now all my cousins endured it until someone younger came along to take their place. Every summer my uncles would gather in our backyard, setting up lawn chairs in a circle around whichever kid was currently the target. My older brother Robbie laughed along, already graduated to the safe side at 18. When my cousin Lily was born, I thought I was finally free at 12, but when she turned 8, the family decided she was too young and delicate. "You're still the runner," my dad announced, handing Uncle Mike a box of bottle rockets. "Have you thought about how messed up this is?" my school counselor asked after I showed up with burn marks on my arms from a particularly aggressive sparkler session. I'd mentioned it during a safety presentation about fireworks. I tried to laugh it off, but that night I couldn't stop thinking about it. I started researching firework injuries in secret at the library computers because my dad monitored our internet usage. By age 14, I was hiding articles about childhood trauma under my mattress like they were contraband. My mom found them while cleaning my room. I thought she'd tell my dad, but instead, she sat on my bed looking troubled. "I hated it when they did it to me," she whispered, showing me a scar on her ankle from when she was the youngest. She reached into her purse and handed me a pamphlet about family counseling. Maybe it's time things change. Every 4th of July, I'd try to hide or make excuses to avoid the backyard. My dad always found me and dragged me outside for family tradition and building character. When I turned 16 and could drive, I researched what actual firework safety looked like. I printed out burn statistics and injury reports. My little cousin Mary found me reading them in my room. She was 10 now, next in line. "Are they going to do this to me too?" she asked, pointing at my latest bandaged arm. When I nodded, she started crying. Why do the grown-ups think hurting kids is funny? The night before that year's 4th of July, I finally confronted my parents. I showed them the safety reports, the injury statistics, the child psychology articles I'd gathered. "This isn't tradition," I said. "This is abuse." My dad's face turned bright red. "No kid of mine is going to be a coward," he shouted, waving a pack of firecrackers. "The family expects this," my mom pleaded, though I could see doubt in her eyes. "If you don't participate tomorrow," my dad said, his voice suddenly cold, "you're not part of this family anymore. No more family BBQs, no more holiday invitations, nothing." My brother Robbie just stared at his phone, pretending not to hear. I packed a bag that morning and went to my friend's house for their 4th of July party. My phone exploded with texts from relatives calling me disrespectful, ungrateful. My uncle said I was destroying family unity. My grandpa said I was rejecting my heritage. Watching normal families enjoy fireworks safely was the most peaceful July 4th of my life. Everyone else had parents who protected them from danger instead of creating it. 2 weeks later, I got kicked out of the family group chat. No more invitations to birthdays or holidays. Thanksgiving came and went without a call. Christmas morning felt empty. Then Mary called from her mom's phone. "They tried to make me be the runner," she whispered. "But I remembered what you said and I hid in the bathroom until they gave up. Mom said maybe the tradition was getting old anyway." I almost cried with relief, but my dad was furious and banned me from family property. 3 years later, my aunt called unexpectedly. "Mary got burned pretty bad yesterday," she said. "They were trying to keep the tradition going with her older brother, but a Roman candle misfired. She's in the hospital with 2nd-degree burns on her leg." At the emergency room, my dad looked exhausted and guilty. The doctor was lecturing the whole family about firework safety and child endangerment. "We were trying to protect them," he said quietly when he saw me. I should have listened. It wasn't an apology, but it was acknowledgement. I showed him the safe family celebration ideas I'd researched over the years. By the next 4th of July, our family BBQ featured games, sparklers held by adults, and professional